The legacy of one of the world's greatest treasure hunters will be celebrated this weekend for the 14th annual Mel Fisher Days. Now, this man was a dreamer and a visionary, and his motto was, "Today is the day." For those who are like Mel and they dream and persevere, today is always the day. We're going to spend some time talking about this incredible man with his grandson, Sean Fisher. Sean, thank you for being with me this morning.
Gosh, thanks for having me.
Well, it's wonderful having you, and I love the bling.
Yes, I don't go anywhere without it. You know, it's funny. I get asked a lot if it's real, and it's like, are you kidding? Of course it's real.
Well, it's fabulous, Sean.
Thank you.
Now, before we get into that, because you have some more stuff that I'm going to ask you about.
Sure.
But, you know, a lot of people believe that after your grandfather found the mother lode in, 1985, that the treasure hunting stopped. But that's so far from the truth.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, you know, we found the main pile in 1985, the mother lode. You know, for the next 2 years, it was intensive recovery of bringing things up. But we're still missing nearly half of what was on the original manifest. There's still another 130,000 silver coins that we haven't found, nearly 400 silver bars that we haven't found. So hundreds of millions of dollars worth of treasure that's still out there waiting for us to find. And you know, we're getting closer and closer every day. This is going to be the summer. Today's the day, man.
Today's the day. And that's what your grandfather used to always say to you, right?
Yeah, you know, when we did find the main pile in 1985, I remember everybody going, "Oh, aren't you so excited?" And, you know, it was cool. I was happy, but my grandfather told me every day we were going to find it, so I wasn't surprised. You know?
Knew it was going to happen.
Right.
So when it did, it was no surprise to you, none at all.
And you know, that was Mel's way. You know, he believed. He didn't just say today's the day. He believed today's the day, and he believed in his dreams, and you know, he just never let anything get in the way of that, and he always persevered. And if I learned anything from my grandfather, it's if you don't believe that the next hole you dig is going to be the one with that big pile of treasure, you got no business being on the water.
Wow,
so.
Wow, that's so inspiring just to hear. I mean, that,
Thank
you know, he left such a legacy, and now you said that you are going to find this other mother lode.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
yeah. And a lot more, too.
And a lot more. Do you have indication that you're on the right track?
Yeah, actually, last year was a banner year for us. I mean, total treasure found was average, but we found some really like what I call top shelf artifacts. We found a beautiful rosary with intact pieces of wood on them, which are very rare. 4-foot gold chain. We found a $750,000 emerald ring.
Wow.
So these are all the types of stuff that you would find in the stern castle portion of the ship, which is where all the noble and the clergy were quartered. So for us, that's the other mother. That's where the rest of the treasure was in the rear cargo hold. So yeah, we're getting close. We're on the trail, and it's only a matter of time.
Okay, that's wonderful. Now, what do you have right now in your hands?
Just some trinkets. This is, of course, well, first of all, this is a money chain.
I love the money chain.
Yep, everybody loves money chains. The reason they call them money chains, if you look, none of the links have been soldered, so you can just twist one off and use it as currency, pay for something. And if you could wear your wealth in the 17th century, you didn't have to pay your taxes. The king took 20% of everything, so it was like a 17th century tax loophole for the very wealthy. And whoever wore this was very wealthy. Your average sailor would work maybe a month for 1 ounce of silver.
Wow.
And it would take about 16 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold. This is about a 3-pound gold chain, so whoever was wearing this was very wealthy.
Okay, okay.
And it probably took them right to the bottom. This is a gold disc and gold bar. This is the way they would transfer the gold back to the old world from the new world. They minted silver coins, which is why we have so many silver coins on the Atocha, but they didn't mint gold coins in the New World till later in the 1600s. So this was the way that they would ship their gold. So, so we got tons of this too.
You have so much too in the museum, right?
We do, we do. Yeah, it was the largest treasure find in history, over $450 million to date, and you know, another $300–400 million to go.
Wow.
So.
And it all happened because of a dream.
That's right. A dream and a guy that just would not stop no matter what got in his way.
I love it. Okay, now what about this weekend? Let's talk about the celebration you have going on.
It is a great celebration. It's a celebration of Mel's legacy of perseverance, and this year it benefits the Wesley House Family Services, which is an incredible, incredible charity in town. And they too persevere all the time to help people in need, families in need, kids in need, and in any way, in any form. It's just a great charity. So we have all kinds of fun stuff. There's a bikini contest Thursday night at Schooner Wharf. We're giving away emeralds, cash, all kinds of money. Anybody can come down, guys, girls, whoever collects the most cash wins. So you get money, you get emeralds, it's great. We have Friday night is the diver reunion party. It's at Smokin' Tuna. It's going to be a lot of fun. Silent auctions at every place, all kinds of great stuff. Saturday is the big event. That's our street fair, and it's headlined by the Dwarfles playing music and all kinds of neat street vendors. It's going to be a blast right on Duval, right by Sloppy Joe's. And then Sunday, we finish it up with the poker tournament.
Okay.
And it's a Midnight Gambler poker tournament. So come on down. We're giving away silver coins for the winners.
Wonderful.
So.
Well, now, Sean, can I go diving sometime with
Of
you
course,
guys
I
to
would
find this
love
treasure?
for you to come diving with us anytime.
I'm going to take you up on that offer.
All right.
Thank you for sharing all this information with our viewers.
Oh, my
this
pleasure.
morning.
My pleasure.
All right, everybody, you can check out Mel Fisher Days this weekend, and after these messages, I'll be back with our film critic, Cheryl Rhodes. He's going to talk with us about one of Hollywood's most classical musicals, Singing in the Rain. Stay with me.